Hey everyone, this is Andrew. I'm going to do a quick review of HP's HDX 16T Deluxe Edition. It's a beautiful laptop that I got from HP about 3 or 4 weeks ago. We're going to do a quick review of it. First thing you notice right off the bat is these flowy designs that HP has put across the lid. They're very attractive and it's very glossy, very smooth, and very reflective as well. I know they go over the ports in every other video made, but we'll go over them quickly. On this side, you start off with a VGA port, a port replicator, Ethernet, HDMI, eSATA USB, another USB, a FireWire. There also comes standard with a remote that comes in the PCI card slot. It has your standard media controls and also a little turn wheel. And also, now along the front, you are greeted with the status indicator light, a 4-in-1 media card reader, an infrared receiver, one microphone jack and two headphone jacks. And along this side you start off with another USB port. I got the promo Blu-ray player, another USB port, a Kensington lock, and a power cable. Nothing along the back. Opening it up, the first thing you notice, again, HP took these same wavy designs and they applied them to the touchpad. They said the wavy designs, they start here, they flow all through the touchpad. The touchpad is very reflective, it's nearly a mirror right there, and it's also very smooth. There's been a lot of complaints from people that it's too smooth, but if I find I turn the sensitivity way up, I actually like it more than a lot of other touchpads. You also have a button here that turns off, and on the touchpad with a click. The computer's still starting up right now, but this turns orange when the touchpad is off. And the buttons are fine too. They could stick out a little more for my taste, but nothing's perfect. And also along the front here, you have a fingerprint reader, which comes standard on all laptops. I'll show you that in a moment. The keyboard. Very nice to type on. It's nice and smooth, has great feedback. There's a little bit of flex right here along the front, but it has not been a problem for me. And again, this media card reader, it works great. It looks flawlessly for me every time. It just boom, logs me in right there. Along the top, you have the power button. And then you have a HP Media Smart touch sensitive buttons. All these buttons along here are touch sensitive. And you have your standard media control buttons. You have a disk eject button. You have a mute button, which turns orange when it's lit up. Also, you can see how this turns orange when the touchpad is off. You have a volume slider. You can either slide or you can just tap or hold each one to up and down. And you also have a bass and treble adjuster. This is kind of nice. This button is supposed to switch back and forth between treble and bass, but doesn't work for me. And lastly, you have the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth touch sensitive buttons built in right in here. One thing that I would heavily recommend is, if I kill all the lights, I'll show you. HP does have an optional backlit keyboard. If you push the function in the spacebar, it comes up. It's really great. This is like one of the deal makers for me with this backlit option. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's great for working on. Alright, batteries. Okay, the display is good. I got the 1366 by 768 resolution. It's been fine for me. All the games look fine. If I hook it up to the TV, it is 1080p. It does support 1080p. The specs I got for this computer: I got the Core 2 Duo 2.53 GHz processor. I got a 320 GB 720 RPM hard drive. I got the 4 GB DDR2 Ram, and I got the Nvidia Geforce GT130M. This computer plays games like a charm. I can run Left 4 Dead split screen mode on highest graphics, no problem. Crisis, I can run it on high, but if it's choppy and if I drop a setting or two down to medium, it runs those flawlessly. And all the other games I can run on high. Fallout 3, medium, high. Doesn't run on ultra though. The screen is very reflective. If I get off here, you can see me. But you can adjust the right angle where all the reflection goes away. I also got the seamless option. I think it's kind of nice, but well, how does it matter? It also comes with a 2.0 megapixel camera and 2 microphones, built-in microphones. I got the 6 and the 12 cell battery. I'd recommend them. The 6 cell battery, the computer sits flush on the ground, but with the 12 cell battery it does sit in the air a little bit, about an inch. This gives you a couple advantages and disadvantages. The battery life on this thing is not great. With the 6 cell battery I get 2.5 hours at the most, and with the 12 cell battery I can get 4 or 5. So the battery life, it is helped having both of the batteries, but the 12 cell is really nice for gaming. Guys, let me go ahead and flip it over and I'll go ahead and show you everything on the bottom as well. With the 12 cell, it does sit in the air a little bit, but right here you have the venting. The intake is here and the outtake is here. The air out doesn't get in the way at all, but the air in, when it has the 6 cell, and this sits nearly flush against the desk, so the fan does have to work a lot harder, and the computer does get a lot hotter. So having the 12 cell battery is nice for gaming, which if you get this laptop, you'll probably get it to do a lot of gaming. Underneath here, you have all the stuff you get to, like the hard disk. You have the memory card, something else up here, and something else down there that I don't remember right now. And the Wi-Fi card is right here. And also, this computer comes with a built-in subwoofer. Let me tell you, the audio on this computer it's just something else. It's truly incredible. Like, when I'm playing music, I know most laptops, people recommend you use some headphones. You don't want headphones in this. The build quality is great. This is like when I juggle the computer around, even though there's spinning a disc, there's no grinding, no flex. It's great. The mobility, one of my complaints was it being thick and heavy. That hasn't been a problem for me. It does get to be 1.7 inches thick here in the back and 1.3 in the front. So I thought it might be a little bit heavy for being a student that I am. Let me tell you, it hasn't been a problem. I've tossed this thing in my backpack and taken it to school several times. It's worked out great, and the weight hasn't been a problem for me either, because even though it's 7 pounds with the 6 cell, I'm like 8 with the 12 cell. It's fine. Let me see, I went over all the pros and cons. The pros, awesome performance, awesome looks. Yeah, just beautiful design, beautiful keyboard. The touch buttons, they work alright. Some of my complaints actually start with the touch buttons, the fact that it gets hot, and it's great for a 16-inch laptop. HP has my full recommendation. I truly recommend this laptop, but if you get it from HP, I'd look for some coupons, because this all decked out, this thing before any coupons was about, I think, $1,900 to $2,100, and I got it with a couple of coupons and all the standard things that came off for it. I got it for $1,300, so I'd go for some stuff. The HDMI works out fine. I've plugged it into my TV a lot. Sometimes the audio is a bit weird, but HP has my full recommendation. I'd recommend getting this laptop or any HP. And signing out.